All right, for the finale of Twilight's request, we have How Strong is Super Saiyan 100, made by OfficialDivine. Cool. Of course, like and subscribe. Show support to the official release before you tune into my toy for Yap Street Stars. And without further ado, let's get in this video. If you guys have more requests, please put them down in the comment sections down below. And until then, let's get in this video.
Saiyan 100. In Dragon Ball, there are countless transformations with Goku getting stronger and stronger with each one. Goku unlocked the first on Namek, and Gohan unlocked the second. The third was achieved in the afterlife, shaking life and death. And the pinnacle was born from his primal roots. But the
okay, we're going to run now about like each transformation how we have. Okay.
Fans of the series wanted more to continue counting, sending Goku higher and higher, with each number changing Goku's path to become the strongest. And just like Samson, his hair grows along with it. The original Super Saiyan, unlocked by Goku on Namek, wasn't just a transformation, it was rage molded into light. The Tyrant Frieza, who had ruled space like a demon king. The Super Saiyan multiplier was a 50 times boost on top of Goku's base strength. Frieza having multiple...
the multiply boost, man. The multiply boost from base to Super Saiyan, like... that alone is crazy. Like when you think about that, what's the multiplier from base to Super Saiyan Blue? Like current Super Saiyan Blue, because Super Saiyan Blue power from Goku Black Arc versus Moro Arc, completely different power levels. RF with Super Saiyan Blue, completely different power level, right? Like, dude.
Transformations as well, as his second form was stated to be able to destroy the entire universe, his third being stated to have power from a different dimension, and his fourth being Death Incarnate. Final form Frieza, weakened and at half strength, can destroy planet Namek, with the explosion being seen outside of the galaxy, and Goku needed to accumulate energy from across the universe in order to defeat him, but it wasn't enough. Fulfilling the prophecy through the eyes of a dying race, Super Saiyan Goku was born. Goku would continue to train, realizing
like
that there's a plan beyond this, unlocking the grades of Super Saiyan, making him 10 to 12 times stronger than he was before. But when Cell destroys 16, Gohan shows them the truth, transforming into a Super Saiyan 2. This transformation grants its user a 2 times increase to their Super Saiyan forms, making them 100 times stronger than base, with Gohan using Super Saiyan 2 to defeat Cell, who was going to destroy the entire solar system with a
it was crazy. And I like how every Saiyan right now, currently, they have their own, in a way, they have their different paths to power of like why they're trying to become stronger. Goku is just the better himself, right? As a person, like just a pure martial artist at heart with Goku. Gohan, it's always been, you know, his trigger to fight, to what makes him angry. They brought that back than just constantly doing the, oh, you have the potential to become the strongest. You have the potential. Oh, your potential's back. You used to have a lot of potential. Now he brought that back with Gohan Beast, right? And then Ultra Ego Vegeta is like the, I just want to destroy everything, bro. Like back to his old roots, like in the Saiyan saga. You know what I mean? I like how they all are going back into their roots.
Directional beam, and was stated to have infinite and bottomless strength. But even after his death, these words would continue to ring inside his head. Saiyans have no limits. After 7 years training in the afterlife, Goku returns for one day and shows everyone on the planet that there's something even further beyond. And reaching the Kaioshin realm, Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan 3.
That was crazy when that happened.
This transformation is even more prevalent when it comes to strength, as when Goku was fighting against Janemba, just him transforming into Super Saiyan 3 was shaking the entire afterlife.
Yes, it was shaking the entire afterlife, dude. That's crazy. And not even just that, when he was transforming, you saw him when the colors were changing. Like, that man was literally shift, like, bro, that is a crazy feat. That is a crazy feat.
With these realms being so large that entire dimensions and space-times get lost in the vastness of the afterlife, even being stated to have no concept of space and time. With Super Saiyan 3 being stated to be an 8 times boost on top of Super Saiyan 2, making Goku 400 times stronger than normal, which sounds ridiculous until you realize that just in transforming is shaking everything. But this isn't the end, as Goku found one more bonus. Growing back his tail and making his energy balanced, Goku transforms into a golden great ape, and when he suppresses its wrath, he becomes the pinnacle, the Monkey King, Son Wukong, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super Saiyan 4 grants Goku a 1.6 billion times boost on top of his base form.
It was 1.6 1.6 billion? Granted, I never really looked into the multiplier for Super Saiyan 4 anyways, huh? But like, yeah, after from like Super Saiyan 1 to 3, the multipliers for those I knew about, but like Super Saiyan 4 to God to Super Saiyan Blue to Ultra Instinct, I don't know. That's far beyond my depth. I am not gonna lie. Wait, what was the number again?
4 grants Goku a 1.6 billion.
1.6 billion. That's literally like, oh my gosh. Like literally multiply his feats and his other transformations times that much.
Times boost on top of his base form, as Goku as a Super Saiyan 3 is far weaker than Super Saiyan baby Vegeta, making him more relative to his base form. And that Vegeta proceeded to go Super Saiyan 3, meaning Goku would need to get 160,000 times stronger just...
Oh my gosh, yeah, don't get me started with the old baby art. Dude, this man was a yo, baby was a problem. Can you back up 2 minutes? I'll be out soon. Okay. So I'll just do some commentary here. Dude, with GT, to show how strong Vegeta was, that's so crazy. How much strength Vegeta truly had. Still, I mean, it was still a mixture of baby strength multiplied with Vegeta strength. But to show if you see a saying like "let loose," how destructive they can be, you seem to start to like forget that, unless you think about characters like Broly or characters like them, where they when they're mad, like they straight up do not care what's in their path. Like they'll destroy anything and everything. But with Baby, it was like, dog, this man Goku's been in the lab for how long? Even though he's a kid, him at Super Saiyan 3 should be no problem against him. But like, let's show you how strong he was. You're out? Alright, for sure. But dude, let me use my other mouse. Okay, there we go.
To his base form. And that Vegeta proceeded to go Super Saiyan 3, meaning Goku would need to get 160,000 times stronger just to match him. Baby would go on to absorb 1,000 times the normal Blood's waves, making him 10,000 times stronger, as it was stated that Baby is getting stronger and stronger the more Blood's waves he consumes. This is even more consistent considering the final arc of GT, where Vegeta was able to get a ridiculous amount of Blood's waves and match Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 in just his initial transformation. With Vegeta in the series being far weaker than Goku, he was somehow able to match him just by getting more Blood's waves. Going back, these Blood's waves would make Baby 10,000 times stronger than normal, and this is the Baby that fought against Super Saiyan 4 Goku, making his transformation 1.6 billion times.
I'm sorry, I gotta back up a few. I gotta remember what he was saying earlier about blood cells.
160,000 times stronger just to match him. Baby would go on to absorb 1,000 times the normal Blood's waves, making him 10,000 times stronger, as it was stated that Baby is getting stronger and stronger the more Blood's waves he consumes. This is
also absorbing more Saiyan blood waves, which especially back then when Zenkai boosts were a thing, that multiplying. Okay. Similar to like, so then Vegeta, he kind of started to do the same thing, almost similar to like how Sukuna and Yuji Todori, how Yuji is able to use different techniques of Sukuna's, because within his body he kind of obtained that muscle memory in that, like, some of that information.
Consistent considering the final arc of GT, where Vegeta was able to get a ridiculous amount of Blood's waves and match Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 in just his initial transformation. With Vegeta in the series being far weaker than Goku, yet is somehow able to match him just by getting more Blood's waves. Going back, these Blood's waves would make Baby 10,000 times stronger than normal, and this is the Baby that fought against Super Saiyan 4 Goku, making his transformation 1.6 billion times base. In the final arc of GT, Goku was able to humiliate Sin Shenron using Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4. Sin Shenron was able to tank a 10 times Kamehameha to the chest, making Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku at bare minimum 16 billion times base, with Gogeta's base form being both of the pair's strongest forms together, then multiplying it by 100. And check out Kazi's video because he goes really in depth about it.
But like, dude, now you're going to Gogeta. You know how much of a jump it is from base level Vegeta? Because it's crazy. Base to Super Saiyan level for Gogeta is a bit easier to like scale when you compare it to like the previous super forms of like Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, or Ultra Instinct Omen Goku. Like from there, base Gogeta to Super Saiyan Gogeta is like around that ballpark, if not like higher. But when you go from Super Saiyan in general, regardless if it's just Goku himself or Gogeta himself, going from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan Blue, that's a leap. That's a crazy leap of power. I can only imagine how strong, like, how much stronger transformation that is.
In short terms, this would make sense because Goku and Vegeta's strongest forms usually get outpaced by Gogeta anyway, as seen in the Broly movie where Goku and Vegeta were running from their lives from Broly's attacks to Gogeta casually dodging all of them. Stacking Super Saiyan 4 on top of Gogeta's base form would make Gogeta 51 sextillion times stronger than base Goku. Now you're probably wondering why any of this is relevant. That's because there's another transformation far beyond this. In Dragon Ball AF created by Toyotaro, the current illustrator for the official Dragon Ball Super manga, Goku enters the Dragon Realm after the events of GT and unlocks a form that can destroy all of it, achieving Super Saiyan 5, with this form being accessed by controlling all of your—
Dude, by the way, this fan animation is fire. I don't know if you guys know about this. You call him a voice actor, he's a YouTuber that like kind of acts as a Dragon Ball Z character called Prince Vegeta. He voices like all of these characters, I believe. He went crazy.
Your emotions and pushing one power to the forefront, as seen when Old Guy put Vegeta under a spell that would kill him if he doesn't get out, with this spell making Vegeta's emotions go wild until one rose to the surface and the transformation was complete. It was stated that Goku just transforming into Super Saiyan 5 could destroy the entire Dragon Realm, which is a place that is forgotten higher than the heavens and far beyond all 12 universes.
But it's always, Earth always seems to be stable enough for, which I don't know what it is. Oh, I just realized something. My YouTube chat is like over. Yeah, there we go. That's one thing I realized. Is Earth always seems to be like, I don't know why. Earth always seems to be in one place whenever they transform or punch.
This form being referenced in Dragon Ball GT's dub version, as Bulma thinks that giving Vegeta enough blood waves would let him transform into a Super Saiyan 5, but taking a step back from the primal route and taking a step up towards divinity. Within Dragon Ball Super, Goku's Super Saiyan God form was stated to be stronger than Super Vegito. And just like Gogeta, Vegito's multiplier would be both Saiyans at their strongest forms times 100 to equal base Vegito. Multiplying that by 50 to get Super Vegito, making Goku as a Super Saiyan God at least 10 billion times stronger than Goku's base form. And I guess we're keeping that playing references from like the Z versions, because when you think about it, Super Saiyan, like literally Super Saiyan, like Vegeta, for example, in the Buu Saga, I would argue would definitely be weaker than Super Saiyan Vegito in Super. Like Super Saiyan Vegito in Super, I would argue, is much stronger than Super Saiyan Vegito in Z, because you gotta think about Goku, Vegeta, how much stronger they've gotten within their base forms during like Dragon Ball Super. But even then, because it's like, okay, if you do all that, but I think he'll get to that. He might get to that. He'll get to that. But I was just kind of like pointing that out. Form was even able to allow Goku to destroy the entire Universe 7 macrocosm with his punches, and after training with an angel, mixing the fiery aura of a Super Saiyan and the cold aura of divinity, making a new color, Super Saiyan Blue.
And to the feat info regarding the clash between Goku and Beerus, literally a lot of people, especially Death Battle, they treated that universal clash as a thing of like, oh, Super Saiyan God is only capable of destroying universes. Dog, no, literally when they were trying to be careful of punching, that's like almost you trying to be careful of not trying to be careful of not stepping over like an ant. Like when you're like walking, you're make sure you're not stepping over something that's like literally right next to your foot. That was their version of like trying to be careful. A lot of people were trying to consider that feat to be the ceiling of Super Saiyan God. Not at all. That was just to show you like how much they're being careful while still being destructive. You know what I mean?
To be 50 times stronger than Super Saiyan God, Goku would go on to unlock Ultra Instinct, which is even stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku Spirit Bomb, and shaking the entire infinite world of Void just by existing. But when he dives even deeper into his instinct, he finds the true strength of the angels, making all of the gods of destruction rise in admiration, mastered.
That is crazy, because keeping context here, Jiren was already at a god of destruction level, and actually stronger than his god of destruction. He was stronger than Belmont. It was put in great perspective that mastered Ultra Instinct Goku at this point was toying with this version of Jiren that was already considered to be stronger than, and then Jiren got stronger, and then Goku with his, whoever hurt my friends, you'll pay, with that rage boost too, and they got stronger and stronger. It's like, dude, we're already at God destruction level right now. Stronger than some, actually, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. KB Ben 10 though. I mean, he beat some of Ben 10's forms for sure. Like Humongous. I don't imagine Humongous Sword being able to beat Ultra Instinct Goku in arm wrestle. You know what I mean?
Ultra Instinct Goku, with this form being able to put down Jiren, who is stated to be stronger than all the gods of destruction, with it being stated that their power was from a higher dimension. Goku's true Ultra Instinct allows him to bring emotion back into his fighting, making him slightly stronger than the strongest in the universe. But the transformations just keep on going. Within Dragon Ball Heroes, Goku is able to unlock Universal Blue, which is a tree whose branches stretch across all of creation, kind of like the Yggdrasil from God of War. With this single
I will be honest, I did not really look a lot into Super Dragon Ball Heroes, so because it wasn't considered canon to like the main timeline. So, and honestly, I really should have just looked into it anyway, because it's not canon to the main timeline, but it's still like canon story, because it's and that's one thing I like, and that's y'all mentioned it earlier. Anything non-canon and fan-made is canon in Toyotaro's eyes, which I love. And, even with Akira Toriyama, when we look at like the Z movies back then, and like we were getting our way into Super, the big question of like, what was canon? Like is this canon? Is that canon? Akira Toriyama had acknowledged all of these different things. These stories, they still exist, but within its own timeline. So that's one thing I like, that they consider it to be in their own timelines. It's not part of the main timeline though. That's one thing I really like.
Transformation, he's able to surpass his current fusions, with Gogeta being able to combine Ultra Instinct and Super Saiyan Blue into one form, and Gogeta using Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4. But throughout the years, the fans created even more forms. Super Saiyan 6, Super Saiyan 7, Super Saiyan 8, Super Saiyan 9, Super Saiyan 10. The numbers just keep going up, and Goku continues to get stronger and stronger. But within Dragon Ball AF, Goku continues to rise even after death. Super Saiyan 6 through 99 were incremental steps through the conceptual threshold.
Oh my, dude, I need to read Dragon Ball AF. Like how many chapters does AF has? I know about Zycor. I know about like a few characters like that. I never read Dragon Ball AF, because when I was younger, I literally had no idea where to find it. Like, I didn't know where to go to read it. But now there's really no excuse. Like, bro, the internet is easy, a simple Google search. But back then, I had no idea.
In 50, time ceased to move. At Super Saiyan 75, the Saiyan's aura became sentient. By Super Saiyan 99, entire realities bowed before Saiyan's very presence, as if his ki had become the laws of physics. But this transformation is the ceiling. Every prior form is not replaced, it's absorbed. The rage of Super Saiyan, the instinct of Ultra Instinct, the divinity of Super Saiyan God, the ferocity of Super Saiyan 4, they all converge into one form. 99 transformations, and this is the last one.
Oh my, wait, someone really did a fan animation for Super Jam 100, right? I tried reading it. Chapter 1 introduces Frieza's mom. What? Which, I'm actually glad. That's interesting. We get to see like his family. Yo, Toyotaro, man, you have there, dude. Toyotaro there's so much freedom. There's so many options he has right now, because he can go into his Dragon Ball AF stuff to like bring out some of that into the story, and then bring in some of Dragon Ball Diamond with like Demon Realm. There's so much, because after Frieza, because Frieza right now in the manga, he's on his way to find someone. That's what you mentioned, right? What if it's the family from Dragon Ball AF? That would be crazy. That, or he goes into Diamond. There's so many options he has.
All of creation. This is Super Saiyan 100. The
100.
form his hair depicts the depths of his strength. A body glowing white, like the core of a collapsing star, and an aura so dense it wraps around existence itself.
Is
Super
this is
Saiyan
so my
100 punching with enough force to rupture multiversal barriers, destroying timelines on impact. His roars delete dimensions. Ki so potent that it forms sentient constructs capable of fighting alongside him, strength.
what? And you know what's crazy? It's hearing knowing about these type of feats is what makes me understand why Akira Toriyama had kind of, you could argue, retconned different like the strengths of some of these characters, because when you're actually honestly looking at it the way that he's doing it right now, like literally we should be out here fighting just like how in the Gurren Lagann movie, how Simon and all of his crew members, you know, of the Lagann, like the whole Lagann team, how they were against the Anti-Spiral. Like that's really the fights we should be having on like a regular Monday, dog. That's really what it is. That's really how it should be. I'll make sure. Are we all good? 2 left. Okay. I guess we got partnership. No, I'm affiliate. I got the affiliate. Every 8 minutes. Every 8 minutes, really? Gosh. Okay, I'll make sure. If we're all here. You're back? Okay, let me go back. Mods also get ads? What? I want to try something. Is there a way for me to gift subs? Hopefully it doesn't cost too much to do this, but I'll try. Okay. And are we all here now? A gift. Oh, I can? Okay. I'm going to try. Does this work really? 1 second, y'all. I think oh, that's fire. Wait, I think, and that's the first time of me hearing that, like, will affect. That is fire. It costs money. Yeah, the subs, yeah, they do to do the sub. So would that work for the rest of the stream, or does anyone know? I just did a sub so that it could. I hope that's how it works. Okay. Let's go back a few more seconds. Like here.
Transformations, and this is the last one. Exploding with energy felt across all of creation. This is Super Saiyan 100, the form whose hair depicts the depths of his strength, a body glowing white like the core of a collapsing star, and an aura so dense it wraps around existence itself. Super Saiyan 100 punching with enough force to rupture multiversal barriers, destroying timelines on impact. His roars delete dimensions. Ki so potent that it forms sentient constructs capable of fighting alongside him, strength that surpasses every character in Dragon Ball history. This form is the spiritual successor to every scream a Saiyan has ever unleashed, every scar they wore with pride, every god they made kneel.
Fights in though,
Super
honestly.
Saiyan 100 would scale to boundless with irrelevant speed. In the end, I guess it's true. Saiyans truly have no limits, and even if they did, we would never allow it. Because in our minds, Goku will always be the strongest. If all of creation had to battle, and death was the intent, I have my money on Goku. 100%. What's up guys, it's Divine. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And if you want to sponsor a video, I have my Cash App linked in the description where you can get your very own video. But let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite of Goku's transformations? And it could literally be anyone. And let me know down in the comments, out of the countless characters that you know, who can defeat Goku as a Super Saiyan 100.
100. Dude, this video is crazy. This makes me want to look into Dragon Ball AF. For real. The gift runs out soon. Got you. Oh, so that's what that was last time. But yeah, OfficialDivine. This was a really good video. So yeah, because there's a lot of stuff I don't know a lot about in regards to Dragon Ball AF, but it's just so crazy just how much the fan base, when it comes to fan-made stories and everything of that nature, whether it's fan animation, manga, or all of it, it is one of the pillars within the Dragon Ball community. So much to where literally, like, the predecessor, like literally the Akira Toriyama's student also made one of the most popular, like, fan mangas for Dragon Ball. Like this is so crazy, man.